You see that intro? Yeah. We're partnered now. It's awesome. Oh, wait. You want to see something better? Yeah, It's all fancy schmancy in this place now. This is Indie Spotlight. Welcome to Indie Spotlight, the show where we take indie video game news, trailers, and new releases, and we get them out there for you guys to check out. The first trailer that we have for you this week is The Black Tower. Looking straight out of Final Fantasy, this looks like it's going to be an HD old RPG style game. I mean, obviously it looks very much like kind of like Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy VIII, where you have these world hubs and you have an overworld map and you're exploring and doing all these different things, and it looks amazing. If Square Enix could just figure this out and see how awesome this looks. I mean, look at what's going on here. If they could just figure this out and see this and be like, this is what it should be like, maybe people would be more excited about Final Fantasy these days. But this looks like it's going to be amazing. This looks like it's going to be absolutely... I'm so excited. I love the old Final Fantasies, especially the PS1 titles. This looks like it's going to be so good, and I'm so excited. So I really have nothing else to say other than I am super excited. The next trailer that we have for you this week is Organic Panic. Organic Panic looks kind of like Worms, actually. It kind of looks like it's a cross of Worms with some kind of, real-time attacking and real-time battles. So it looks like it's going to be much more intense than Worms has ever been. I mean, Worms obviously is much more for the entertainment value, not necessarily for competitive reasons, but this one looks like it's going for a much more competitive edge. I also like the fact that, things like destructible environments come into play. In Worms, when you go and dig through something and pieces like floating there. In this one, if you have a piece there, it falls and it makes sense. So I'm extremely excited to see what all they're going to do with this and what kind of different takes you're going to be doing and what kind of different destructible things you'll be able to interact with. So this looks like it's going to be really awesome, and it looks like it's going to be definitely a step up from what Worms ever was. The final trailer that we have for you this week is Shelter. Shelter looks like it's going to be kind of an interesting title. It's hard to tell what exactly is going to be happening with this one. It looks like it's going to be kind of an exploration type game, maybe, where you play as an animal trying to find shelter, I'm going to assume, and just about surviving in the environment. So that could be very cool and very well done. Hopefully it is implemented very well. So I am just hoping for good things with this one. All right, first bit of news that we have for you this week is that Among the Sleep, one of the first trailers that we ever showed you on Indie Spotlight here, is now going on Kickstarter. The company is trying to raise about $200,000 in order to finish and make the game. A cool point to this is that if you donate about $100, which in my opinion is a little bit steep, but regardless, it's still a cool perk. You can actually get access to the early alpha, and you'll be able to play the game early. $100 versus paying $15 to just get access to the game when it comes out. That's not much of a toss-up in my opinion. I think $15, more than enough to pay for the game. I would not pay $100 for the alpha, but that's my personal perspective on it. If you guys want to see this funded, more than welcome to do so, and hopefully, I really hope it gets funded because the trailer looks amazing, and I really want this game to do well. So go over there. We will leave a link in the description so that you can go check it out and fund it if you want to do so. So the Oculus Rift, the virtual reality system, has been getting a lot of good attention these days. I know a lot of people who are super excited for it. I know a couple of people who are working with the dev kits right now, and it's turning to be absolutely amazing. I've seen some really cool stuff done with it. One of the highlights, there was one video of someone playing Half-Life using the Oculus Rift, and it looked really cool. But a new video has come out of someone playing Team Fortress 2, but not only are they using the Oculus Rift for the 3D environment, but they're also using an omnidirectional treadmill. So basically, they're able to run wherever they want, and they're in the same place, and they can run within the virtual environment as well, which is awesome, and it actually looks really cool. And it looks like it's very responsive too. So if you want to check that out, there's a description link, and it looks like this could be something that we can do in the future. I could definitely see this going somewhere. So it's no longer just a stupid little gimmick. 3D and virtual reality, they're making a pretty cool comeback, it looks like. So I didn't know this until I read about this, but apparently there is a graphics benchmark system that you can get for Android devices. And someone decided that they would use this benchmark test on the Ouya just to see what kind of stats it could get. And it looks like the Ouya is running technology that's about a generation old. So it's not up to date with most gaming tablets and most of the Android tablets that are out today, but it can still do pretty well. The interesting point of this is how long is the Ouya going to be relevant, because as Android devices get more advanced and the games that are being released for them are becoming more advanced, because it's a progressive system like that, eventually the Ouya will not be able to keep up. So the question is, are they going to do something to try and keep it up to date? Or is it just going to go into, this obscure reality or obscure existence where nobody really cares about it anymore? So leave your comments about that in the comments section below. All right, new releases this week. We have Papo y Yo releasing over on PC. I mean, obviously it's been out for PS3, but it is finally coming to PC. So if you want to check it out, you can go check it out now. But that does it for this episode of Indie Spotlight. As always, if you have any news, trailers, or new releases that you would like to let us know about, you can hit me up at Twitter at twitter.com/Dazerin, Brian at twitter.com/MasterBlood, or VBGTV at twitter.com/VBGTV. As always, I'm your host, Kyle Locke, and I will see you next week when we talk more about indie video game news, trailers, and new releases.
Bye.